morning, everyone. It's Cindy. So Lisa and Lance, they went somewhere. They went hiking, and then my husband and I, we stayed with Greg, and I stayed with my mom for a little bit to make sure she was going to be okay. She has problems with her legs, so she's going to stay in a little bit today and relax her legs. So we're going to go to the store and just get a few things, and then see my sister in a little bit. All right. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I hope you enjoyed yesterday, and we'll see. I think we're gonna make dinner tonight at home, but at the hotel, but I don't know exactly what's going on yet. So when they get back, we'll find out what happens. So Lisa, where are we going?
Kendall Jackson's wine estate.
Okay.
Winery estate. It's about 3 miles away from here.
Okay.
So we'll be there shortly.
All right. And you and Lance just came back from a nice big hiking walk.
Yeah, we went up to the redwoods.
Oh, you did go to the redwoods.
We went to the redwoods, and
Mom just couldn't do it this
some
morning.
beach. It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work. It truly is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna punch in Waze real quick,
Okay.
and then we're gonna be there. It's only 3.5 miles away from here,
All right.
which is, they said, 8 minutes.
Okay. We're on our way.
So awesome. We'll be there.
Beautiful. Oh, it's Kendall Jackson wine tasting. It's gonna be great. It's absolutely beautiful. It's
Yes,
me and
so
her.
Sorry about that. Everybody excited? That's it.
Yes. Our husband stayed home because they went on a hiking trip. Then my husband decided to stay with Lance. I
And they
know.
don't drink wine. They're like, we don't drink wine. But you want to see the place.
This is beautiful. It's 100 years old.
Go outside. And they'll come in here. My sister Cindy.
Hi.
Both of these wines are out of that valley. So the first one that we have is our Santa Maria Valley label. It is
Okay.
the 2018 vintage. It's got like a nice caramel butterscotch note in the front flavor. In the mid palate, you'll notice.
So today we're at Kendall Jackson's,
Uh-huh.
and we're trying the 2 Chardonnays.
Right.
Okay, so first we started off with a rosé.
Right.
It was very clean,
Right.
really, really good wine. So then we're starting off the tasting. Mitchell's helping us. The official tasting is right now 2 Santa Maria Valley Chardonnays.
Okay.
We're here in Sonoma,
Right.
Sonoma County,
Right.
but we're being presented with 2 Santa Barbara wines, which, by the way, Cindy's from Santa Maria.
Very
So
true.
We came 5
here.
hours, and we got 2 Santa Maria Valley wines.
Try Santa Maria
But
Valley
it's
wine.
good. It's good.
Okay.
So this Chardonnay, the first Chardonnay they introduced, has a cleaner finish.
Okay.
It has a drier palate,
Uh-huh.
and it finishes with really nice vanilla notes,
Uh-huh.
creamy vanilla notes. Cindy really likes it. I do too. I think the flavors are a little subtle, but it's fine. I like this one too. It's
You
very
do too,
clean.
huh? Isn't that great?
This one is another Chardonnay. This
Okay.
is also Santa Maria Valley, but it has a lot more fruit notes in it.
Right, right.
It has a real chewy taste to it. I mean, it's chewy,
Right.
you know? There's a lot of flavors popping, a lot of fruit flavors. Like he said, there was like pineapple.
Yes.
Which I think is, for Santa Maria Valley, I think is odd. I would expect more apples.
Right.
I would also expect more strawberries,
Right.
berry flavors. But in this one, I think that there's a lot more of like passion fruit and things like that.
Okay.
So it's good. It's
Right.
just it has a lot more sugar in it.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
So the first one that I'll be pouring is our Outland Ridge Pinot Noir. It is a 2019 out of Mendocino County, about 90 minutes north of here. This Pinot Noir was created to be kind of like a welcome or starter wine for folks kind of getting into red wine.
Okay.
It's engineered to be very light, very fruit forward, very floral on the nose as well. It has very common notes like strawberry, cherry, blueberry. So it's not anything that's really going to turn somebody off just by hearing that.
Okay.
On top of that, the tannin structure is very minimalized. The only boldness that comes off this wine is from the alcohol.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no other boldness, and there's really no dryness either. Makes it very approachable for a new person into wine, but it's also one of our best food pairing wines too.
All right.
Nice.
We will try it out.
Of course. Those Hill Syrah, another
right.
2019 red. These are both some of our young guns out of our red catalog. And this
Okay.
is another Santa Barbara wine. It's very
Santa
close
Barbara.
in proximity to that Santa Maria Valley.
Yes.
and
That's where
this
I'm
is-
from.
That's
Yeah.
a nice color.
The hometown wine.
Yes. My husband. We all
Got a nice color to
Yes,
it.
it
we
does.
live in Santa Maria. We got a lot of Paso Robles and
How about,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, Los Olivas. So yeah.
Awesome.
So this is a very nice, kind of middle step between Pinot and Cabernet.
Okay.
It's going to have a lot more of this fruity influence in it, somewhat like a Pinot Noir, but it's going to have more of a bold finish.
Okay.
Definitely more full-bodied. From the color, what kind of fruit do you think that kind of resembles?
Go ahead, Lisa.
Blackberry?
Bingo. This is a very, very luscious blackberry wine.
Ooh, that looks rich.
It's almost a jammy kind
The
of
light
taste to
doesn't
it.
really pass through it.
So I'm in the way.
It's
No, no, you're not.
As
You're
opposed
not.
to this, so you get a lot of light. through
Right.
it.
Very, very
Okay.
true.
She's done a lot of, you could tell,
Yeah.
wine tasting. Okay.
So along with the blackberry note, there's a little bit of some blueberry and some plum. There's
Okay.
also something called a cola fruit within this wine. I mean, similar to Coca-Cola, how it's a little kind of a tanginess, and it's a little like a sweeter spice. It's very present on the nose, and then going into the finish with that boldness, there's a little bit of a peppery kick, but it's mostly tamed by that blackberry.
Like a Malbec.
Yes.
Tempranillo, something
Yep,
like that. Oh, nice.
exactly.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
All right,
I hope
we
you
are
guys
ready.
Enjoy those.
Thank
and
you.
Then I'll
Will.
come back around with that Cabernet shortly.
Okay. Thank
Having
you.
2 Santa Barbara counties again. No. I take it back. This is a Mendocino county. This is Mendocino. This is a Pinot Noir. It's a nice wine for anybody transitioning from whites into reds, or who wants to experience a red wine with a darker or more bolder protein. The Pinot Noir is very well known in Santa Maria Valley, which is Santa Barbara County. It is paired really well with a lamb dish, and I love lamb. It's one of my favorite proteins. So this would be really nice with lamb and maybe with a lighter like pork dish. So this is really nice.
Okay.
And then you have the Syrah. Okay, so anyway, going back to this,
Right.
the grapes, it's a very light red. As you can see, the light cuts through really nice. So that's a nice light transitioning wine. Here we have the Syrah.
Okay.
The Syrah is going to have, with this particular one, this is from Santa Barbara County.
Right.
This is going to have, I can tell already it has some cherries, blackberries in it. It's a really dark wine. You can't really the light doesn't cut through it.
Right.
As well as the Pinot. And this, he also said, has finishes with like peppery notes.
Right.
If I were to pair this, I would have this with a nice steak dinner.
Okay.
I would have it with, I'm thinking a New York strip that has a lot of peppercorn on top, and which is probably what we're going to do tomorrow night.
All right. So
So,
we're gonna try this
we're going
out.
to try this out.
Okay.
Okay. Finale from
Grand finale
Grand
from.
finale from Alexander Valley.
Okay. Here
So
we
this
go.
is our Alexander Valley Cabernet. It is a 2016 bottle. It's one of the oldest from our Reds catalog.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, maybe I'll get a call out.
You never know. You will.
And
All right.
3, 2,
So from the tasting menu here today, we have the grand finale. It is our Alexander Valley. It's our Cabernet Sauvignon. It is a 2016 bottle. Alexander Valley is only about 15 miles north of here. It's just east of Healdsburg and Geyserville. It's a very nice gold mine in Sonoma County for those bolder, deeper wines like Zinfandel, Merlot, and Cabernet. In terms of Cabernet, this one has some very nice fruit notes in it. It's a little different. It's not so much currant oriented. It's got notes like blackberry, some fig, and some dark cherry. This also has one of the most aromatic noses that we do have a part of our estate collection. In terms of like the mid-palate flavors, it's pretty characteristic of, you know, your average Cabernet. It's not too overwhelming, but definitely bigger and bolder than either of the other two reds. And it has a nice level boldness on the back end. It's not too much to where you can't have it on its own. It makes for a very nice nightcap, but it's also a very nice dinner and dessert.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Definitely.
perfect.
Yep.
Good saying.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we just finished our last and final glass, and it's a Cabernet, and it is really nice bottle of wine. And I know that Kendall Jackson, known as a supermarket wine, but the bottles that we had this evening are not the bottles that you get on the shelf at
Totally
your local
two
store.
different, right? Two different worlds.
Right. It comes from their estate. And one of the successes of many of these wineries that you visit, whether it actually is anywhere in the world, any winery that you visit, if you join their wine club, you get a standing order of wines. And that's actually very successful for them because repeat business and continued shipping of wines is how they make their money. So they love to sell wine of the month club, or actually wine of the season. So here you get for 3 months out of the year, you get 4 bottles from their estate collection. You're not going to find this on the shelves at your local stores. And this makes a big difference for people who enjoy a bottle of wine. All different colors, all different flavors. If you want a white or a red, etc., you're going to get those 4 different things. So this is something you might want to consider and save a lot of money,
Right.
and put on your shelf and just enjoy being a part of a community of wine connoisseurs.
And just like when I sold professional hair care products,
Yes.
L'Oreal at the supermarkets is nothing like L'Oreal Marjorie Professionals. So there's 2 different worlds here. This is professional over the market.
And oftentimes they'll tell you what the price is
Right.
in advance, so you know what you're paying, so you kind of like hedge your pricing. If example, I sell flowers.
Yes.
If you get a standing order of flowers of a specific variety every single week or every single month,
Right.
then you get a standing order price, the locked in price. Even if it's Valentine's Day, you get that price, that your standing order price. The same
Right.
thing is when you join a wine of the month club, or if you join a beauty club.
Exactly.
You are hedging your current price over the future prices, so it makes a big difference.
Right. Good.
So good morning, everyone. I just realized we've got 2 videos in one. So we've got one when my sister and I go to Kendall Farm. We do wine tasting. And then yesterday, the next one is when the whole family, well, my mom stayed home because she wasn't feeling too well, but we all went to Stark's restaurant, and I believe in Santa Rosa. And I got some photos of our dinner, and I got some photos of Lisa and Lance. So that would be the second one. And we also went to go see Santa Rosa Historical Railroad area has all the peanuts. They have like sculptures of the peanuts. And my sister really wanted to go see Marcy. And we go find her because she was moved from the original place to a different place by the library. So I hope you enjoy the video. So you're seeing 2 days in one, and you guys have a great day. Cindy, with Cindy Lifestyle and More. Bye.
Swim, bike, run. I'm still trying to figure out where we're at. Where are we at? Let's see. We are Historic Railroad Square, Vintage, Santa Rosa. Mine says this Hotel La Rose has a little history to it. Let's see what it's about.
I bet this is older.
Oh, look at Snoopy. We found Snoopy here. Oh, little Snoopy. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Isn't this cute? We got Snoopy from Charlie Brown. Lance, you saying there's a few of these little statues?
All over.
So where are we at?
downtown Santa Rosa in the historic railroad district.
Okay.
Right behind me is the railroad station. That's one of the original railroad stations for
This
Northern
place right-
California. We'll get closer. And
This
you
place
can-
right here?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get some closer shots. Well, here's Lucy in Woodstock. Such a cute place. Here's Lisa. No, Lisa. Here's Lucy to-do list. Got my sister in my line. So here's a little story about this whole little section here of the railroad historic. So if I go like this, then you guys can hopefully read a little bit and get an idea. Well, we know it all started in 1904. That we do know.
It was a hub for up here because everything would come in here from San Francisco on the train. And most of Northern California ran through Santa Rosa.
Okay.
It was the biggest city north of San
But
Francisco.
look what it says at the bottom.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock. What was done here? Depot was highlighted in Alfred Hitchcock's Shadow of Doubt. Another Alfred Hitchcock movies. He must have loved this area because it had a lot of history. There's a whole section of it. People waiting up there. That's one of my favorite restaurants, Chevy's. Gotta get Harley in here together with Snoopy. Definitely, yes. Cute. I love Charlie Brown. There's little Here's the whole gang right here.
Everybody be out there drinking.
How many years ago?
Oh, when I was a kid, they started to tear down there and build a new mall. So they tore out and gutted most of the old downtown
So
center.
this is all the original of Santa Rosa, Old Town? You call it Santa Rosa, Old Town lands?
This was the original downtown mall like
It's a really cool building.
They didn't tear any of these
Lee
houses.
Brothers building in 1906. It's a cool shot. A lot of history. Old Hotel Oliver. That's what I did. It's a little food place called Oliver Express with a little railroad in front of it. These old buildings are so historic. It's cool. Here's some wigs for people. Check this out. What do we got here? Look at that. Pretty cool. Made for something. It's an old vampire. Vampire. Gotta go visit our little conductor.
It's not big, that's for sure.
Who do you think, if anybody knows who this person is and from Charlie Brown, who do you think it is, huh? Put it in the comments. I guess this is some sign language. Remember your license plate. The railroad square. The 101, it's right above it. So Lance says we're going downtown again, to Santa Rosa. So what were you saying, Lance?
This is downtown Santa Rosa on the other side of the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And that spire, that building is the old courthouse and center of Santa Rosa. And we're moving into an area they call Courthouse Square because it's like a historical area.
Oh.
So
This is a cool lock. I mean, cool clock though. Okay.
yeah.
Pretty cool buildings though.
Yeah.
Just the white buildings.
Yeah. Oh, he graduated. Little Charlie Brown graduated. Lance saying this is what it did look like.
I love.
So it's changed since then, but this is the original. So look what Lisa and I found. We found Marcy, and we went, how long we've been waiting? A half an hour to find our little Marcy here because I think they moved her. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her little glasses. Oh, she's so cute. Marcy.